Many thanks to Rhiannon for a largely accurate news bulletin. I'm Mark Dolan, and this is Headliners, your first look at tomorrow's papers in the company of two of my favourite comedians, Josh Howie. There he is. And Eddie Izzard. It's not Eddie Izzard.
It's a woman, though, but it's another woman.
Yeah. It's Diane Spencer. I was told Eddie Izzard.
Oh, well, that's quite fun. Do we have the budget for Eddie Izzard?
Apparently not. At least you're dressed like a lady, so that's half the battle. Let's take a look at tomorrow's front pages, and we start with the Sunday Telegraph. And they lead with Truss plans to cut taxes again in the new year. Liz Truss is planning to continue her tax-cutting spree in a new year budget that will include further reductions in income tax and discounts for savers and child benefit claimants. Also, military numbers will grow for the first time since the Cold War in a £52 billion spending boost, and London set for influx of bankers from New York and Edinburgh. Next up, The Independent. Iran vows crackdown as protests grow. Demonstrations spread to the UK, Germany and Iraq following the death in Tehran of Mahsa Amini. Budget tax breaks will go to affluent Tory areas, write The Independent. Labour claims giveaways will damage poorer parts of the country. The Observer next, Starmer unveils green growth plan to counter Truss tax cuts. Keir Starmer pledges to deliver a new era of economic growth and permanently lower energy bills, and making Britain a green superpower by 2030 with a massive expansion of wind and solar energy. That, according to The Observer, in an exclusive. Also, Chancellor risks red wall votes, say Tory MPs reacting to the government's mini-budget yesterday. The Sunday Mirror now. Footy legends fears. Harry, my Sandra's COVID hell wife was seriously ill after catching the virus. Sunday Times now. Riddle, as PM's chief of staff, is paid through his lobbying company, and Truss's plans for more migrants to boost growth. That's right, Cabinet pushback over bid to close the skills gap. Sunday Express, Chancellor, you ain't seen nothing yet. Kwasi Kwarteng says more to come as Liz Truss promises a decade of dynamism. The Sun on Sunday, U-turn after Queen's death. Harry's £35 million book wobble. Panicking Prince Harry is trying to make last-minute changes to his bombshell book in the wake of the Queen's death. The moves by the Duke, who has already received half of a £35 million deal for his memoirs, come amid fears that some sections are now insensitive. There's a surprise. And last but not least, the country's newspaper of record, the Daily Star Sunday, lead with green-eyed monster. A woman planning to marry the ghost who seduced her says the only problem with her Victorian soldier lover that he's jealous and he nicks her pants.
Maybe it is Eddie Izzard.
I tell you, this story's come full circle. And those are your front pages.